Hi guys, we are back to school. It's a Monday again for me. So we finish the cover, bio page, table of contents, and project cover. So this time the last thing I would like to present about layout is that the project detail page. So based on the reference image you picked for your portfolio layout, use the layout by creating a new masters. So it is always okay to adjust the master page, but keep in mind that those are the guidelines. The master pages are the guideline because not every project description would fit in the same master layout. So these are the guidelines. Based on the guideline, the things that you better not change is that the placement of the title if you decide to put it in, and the margins of the overall elements. Let's see. So maybe I'll drag and drop. I'll find my file first. So I will start from the locating the site info. Okay. So this is how you can utilize the master page layout. If you can place your image, but I don't know why mine doesn't work, but my place function doesn't work really well. So I'll just drag and drop onto to embed the image. So I'll click and drag on my document and find the right element, and then we release it. Like this one. So you see the image was like inserted into the box. Then now you can just move around with the elements. Currently, before you place the image, the element is not activated. You can't edit at all. But once you place the image from outside of the document, then you can manipulate and edit the work. And text as well. Text, I'm not sure about text, but you can just utilize the placement of the text box to trace and make sure that it is in the right layer. And then make the fitting. Maybe it's not fitting the right, if it's not showing the right fitting, maybe it'll be better to modify the size a little bit. Once we follow the elements of the master page, it won't be a problem. So there you go. So I have floor plans, and maybe I need to put more, if you have any space or any time, maybe you can insert the programming of your work, related to the client information. But at this point, I will just focus on, I'll just move on to the design process, related to the diagrams, my actual creation. So to determine which information or content to put it in your portfolio project description document, think about which design area or design part you focused on. If you are focused more on if you would like to show your interest and knowledge in material and finishes picks, it will be better. Maybe you do better just find a way how you can present the material finishes in your portfolio. I mean, this is a good example how the material and finishes is shown in your portfolio. So she add some. I think this is the project cover page. I think that it is a little vague. It's not outstanding as a project cover, but the content inside is kind of looks really good and neat and really concise in the document. So using a mood board to provide some mood or the atmosphere of your design, and floor plan is good to be provided to get some understanding of the project. And you see the note legend, and with a little description about the each space, scale and size. Those can be really helpful and looks a little more professional. And you see the project information, a little description, briefly describe what was the client need or like design problem and how you approach to solve the problem. And another floor plan and second floor plan, I guess, or like option B, and provide the material and finishes. You need a really good looking material and finish image to communicate well, for better communication. And also need some note to indicate which material is what name of the material. So, and it is always good to provide a little more information about the material. If the material is more selected as a mean of sustainability, this is the best place to state that aspect. And good to have a section view or an elevation view of the space. But for these two pages, it's a lot too much negative space. I think until this spread, it was good. I mean, this spread was good, but this was too much. It's hard to see the inside. So you don't need to feel the whole image in a spread, but also the too much negative space can be a little more problem as well. So find the proper proportion and scale of your work. And as I mentioned, the project cover is a little vague. It does not create big contrast between the project detail and the cover. So it doesn't work as a page break. But the content inside is really communicatable. So that is why I share this portfolio with you. These are the concept board, I guess. Selection of furniture and site info. You see the legend. Always add some you should be kind to the reviewers, because they don't know what each of elements are. So it's always good to have a little more add more explanation using denotation and legend and a little statement to explain. And scale, the floor plan. She showed that how her space planning skill and section view, elevation view or section view, so look nicely rendered using Photoshop, I guess, or Illustrator. Nicely rendered. So the visually is really pleasing. And finally, provided a rendered view. She edited the human figure and the plants to create more interest and to make it more real. And she also designed the logo as well, and she added another spread how she processed the logo design. And menu page. And she even designed the product as well. So yeah, I think according to her portfolio, we can say she has a really good graphics design skill and a good, nice rendering skill. But I think we can see overall portfolio layout and her work itself tells us that she has good graphic design skill, which is relevant to the interior design. And her work or design process flows well, and she has a good sense to pick the material and then the way she present to the reviewers. Okay, so according to the reference sample you picked, and your design philosophy and your design goal, decide what to show in your project detail and put it, utilize the master page, but you don't need to stick to the master page. Master page is, as I mentioned, is a guideline to find the match with the margins and the placement of title and the contents. So utilize the master page for your project detail page, and share your work as a link of your document through InDesign. And I will add more description in the checkpoint page. So I'll see you in the next video.